Hi everyone, welcome to Crochetclubstore channel. Today I will show you how to crochet these unusual fidget rings. You will simply wear the ring on your thumb and pull these little loops like this. As far as I understand, this repetitive motion helps keep your hand busy, so instead of picking at your skin or hangnails, your hand have something else to do. These rings can also be used as a small stress relief fidget. They help shift your focus to movement and keep your hands occupied during stressful moments. I first saw rings and bracelets like these on Etsy and immediately thought, I have to make one. It took me quite a while to figure out what these rings are actually made of. The base is a metal ring. The one I'm using, he was an outside diameter of 1 inch. I also ordered a larger version with diameter of 1 and 1/4 inches. The larger ring works better for bigger hands, for example, men's hands, and it's comfortable too, and it doesn't even slip off my thumb. The most important part of is these silicone rings. Each ring is about 3/8 of an inch or around 1 centimeter in diameter. These worked perfectly for this project. To cover the metal ring, I'm using a sturdy 2 mm polyester cord. You can use almost any yarn you like, but I recommend choosing one that doesn't stretch. That way the silicone rings can stretch and move while the crochet base stays firm and stable. For this cord I'm using a 3.5 mm crochet hook. I leave links to all the materials in the description below, so you will know exactly what to buy. I actually ordered several different options before finding the ones that work best, so I'd love to share my findings with you. And if you enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Now I will show you exactly how we are going to make our fidget ring. I will share all the little tricks along the way. This is really nothing difficult about this project. Even a beginner can make it. For example, try coloring a metal ring with single crochet stitches. Just see how it feels and get comfortable with the process. I will show the entire process using the smaller ring. For this size, we will need 9 soft silicone rings. I have arranged mine in this color sequence, and that's how I will attach them. Feel free to create your own color combination. Let's get started. Leave a short yarn tail about 2 inches long. We will crochet over it as we work. Attach the working yarn and insert your hook into the metal ring, yarn over, and pull up the loop through the ring. Yarn over again and complete your first single crochet stitch. Pull everything nice and snug. Now we have our first single crochet. Next we will attach our first silicone ring. Place the silicone ring onto your hook. Insert the hook under the metal ring again. Grab your working yarn and pull up the loop. Yarn over and complete a single crochet stitch through everything on your hook. Now let's make another single crochet stitch. Insert the hook under the metal ring, pull up a loop, yarn over and complete the stitch. This is what it looks like. The first stitch attaches the silicone ring and the second stitch locks it in the place on the base ring. This is how we attach each silicone ring. You can see that the yarn tail running along the ring here, and we are crocheting right over it to secure it as we go. Now place the next silicone ring onto your hook. Insert the hook under the metal ring, grab the working yarn and pull up a loop. Yarn over and complete the single crochet through everything on your hook. This is what it looks like. Next, make a regular single crochet, and that's what we get. Now place another silicone ring onto your hook and work a single crochet stitch. Then make one more single crochet to secure the silicone ring to the base. So the pattern is very simple. One stitch attach the silicone ring and the next stitch locks in the place. Repeat the same steps all the way around the ring. Now let's make our last single crochet, and that's it. We have covered the entire metal ring and used all 9 silicone rings. Set the ring aside for a moment. Leave a long yarn tail about 5 inches long, so it's easier to weave in later. Cut the working yarn. Now pull the yarn tail through the last loop. Give everything a good pull to secure it. Next, we need to bring the yarn tail through the first stitch of the round. I think it will be easier if we use a tapestry needle for this step. Grab your tapestry needle and thread the yarn tail through the eye of the needle. Now we will make an invisible join to finish the round neatly. Next, I will show you how I weave the yarn tail and secure it so it stays in place. You can pull the yarn all the way through if you'd like, but I'm going to stop right here at the last stitch. Cut the yarn, leaving just a small tail. This is all we need. Since I'm using polyester cord, I can carefully melt the end with the lighter. Just be very carefully with this step. Once the ends starts to melt, gently press it against the ring. And that's it. The yarn tail is now securely locked in the place and won't come undone. Now let's do the same thing with the first yarn tail. We will carefully melt it and with a lighter and secure it in the place. And that's it. In just a few minutes and with only a handful of materials, we have made a fun little crochet fidget ring. I hope you enjoy this project and feel inspired to make your own version. Let me know in the comments what colors you would choose and whatever you would like to see more crochet fidget projects. If you enjoy this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye, happy crocheting!